All right, everybody, we're going to be talking a little bit about 1930s Minnesota and some of the changes that are occurring in our state during that time. We talked a little bit about the 1920s and Gopher football. They had success. You had Bronco Nagurski, who was helping win a Big Ten championship. The 1930s are going to be very successful for Gopher football as they win the 1934, 35, and 36 um, he was nominated for the Democratic Party to run for governor in 1936, but he loses in the primary. And the thing is, even had he won, he wouldn't have been elected governor. And because what happened is the Farmer Labor Party and the Democratic Party cut a deal where they said, okay, the Farmer Labor Party wants to make sure they get their guy elected, Elmer Benson, and the Democrats want to make sure that FDR gets reelected as president. So they cut a deal and they say, we'll have all the Democrats in the state vote for Farmer Labor candidate Elmer Benson, and then the Farmer Labor Party will tell all of their um, party members to vote for FDR. And so that's how they get kind of the deal that was cut that year. This is an interesting photograph, a really cool photograph. Usually I ask kids in class, like, do you know who these guys are? And it's kind of what you have is a combination, or what you have here is some pretty famous people. Here's Dr. Novak in the middle. Most people know JFK. And then a lot of people will know his vice president who becomes president, Lyndon Johnson. And then here's famous Minnesotan Hubert Humphrey. So kind of a cool photograph here of the four. Dr. Novak passes away at age 92. Going back to some other politicians quickly, Elmer Benson, elected governor, Farmer Labor Party, 2 terms, 36 to 39. And in 1944, we'll get into this next time, but he's going to help merge the Democrats and the Farmer Labor Party, and that's why they're called the DFL today, Democrat Farmer Labor Party. And then the last politician, we'll talk a lot more about him, but he was pretty famous, Harold Stassen. And he's going to reshape the way the Republicans do things in the state, and he's going to really take control of the momentum or the direction that the Republican Party goes in the state. We'll talk more about that with his progressive conservatism that does well for the Republicans throughout the 1940s and 50s and 60s in the state.